Ferdinand. Ferdinand Wazito. Lakini si Ferdinand Waitito. Ni Ferdinand, our dear head boy. It was a sorrowful moment as we, students of Bidii Secondary School, witnessed our head boy, Ferdinand, being arrested by the police. Our head boy was going to innocently record a statement to the police. Anyway, as they say, curiosity killed the rat. I'm sorry, I mean the cat. I know many of you are wondering why was our dear head boy arrested by the police. Therefore, join me as I take you through the chronological events of that fateful day. Bidii Secondary School is such a school whereby the classes, administration block are adjacent to each other. That if you whispered, thinking no one could hear you, sorry, even our gate man could hear you loud and clear, let alone our deputy principal, Mr. Bonuela. Our deputy principal, Mr. Bonuela, always used to arrive to school very early in the morning to attend to school duties. His early arrival time into school made many students change their arrival time into school. This did not go well with our three divas, who were the marking scheme of beauty in our school and cared nothing, totally nothing, about academics. During prep time, the divas would be busy putting on makeup, and while the teacher was busy on the board, they'd write messages on tissue paper, fold them, and throw them to the boys. The boys would receive messages such as, "Somea bibi yako, ako busy anajirembesha ili uanguke naye." This did not go well with our head boy, who decided to confront the matter head on. Being a disciplinarian, the head boy summoned the whole class and cautioned the three divas of their immoral mannerism. To our surprise, one of the divas shot up, took well-calculated steps that one could equate to some Scottish dance steps towards our head boy. And with her eyes unshaken, facing our head boy, she said, "Wewe, jichunge, huu mchezo huwezi, jikate, bushda." Our head boy, who was an African, saw this as a sign of great disrespect, and he could not let this embarrassment pass by so lightly. He thought of dropping a serious on her, but he remembered he was a leader. He therefore chose to summarize everything in a song. Inauma, inauma, lakini nitazoea. Inauma, inauma, lakini nitazoea. Hali ya binadamu duniani ni kuzoea. Later in the evening, the three divas remained behind to hatch a plot against our head boy in pursuit for revenge. Due to the proximity of buildings in our school, the gate man came closer, overheard their whispers, and threatened to report them to our deputy principal, Mr. Bonuela. This left the divas totally shaken. However, these are divas, and they always have ways out of such small traps. They offered the gate man some few smiles and touches. And oh Zambi, oh Zambi. And before the gate man could realize it, he had licked nectar from an unwarranted source. Automatically, his mouth was shut. Early in the morning the next day, the deputy principal, Mr. Bonuela, arrived very early into school to investigate a matter on uncooked food. One of the divas, knowing that the deputy principal's office was unlocked, and as a result, the head boy had to pick a routine every morning, she went and hid behind the door. The moment the head boy entered the deputy's office door, the diva grabbed him, tore her skirt, and there she went. Hata kama ni wewe hapo, ungefanya. Within no time, the diva was screaming to the rooftops, shouting for help for being raped. Her noise alerted everyone in school. The deputy principal was approaching his office. Before the deputy principal could reach his office, the diva took a well-folded paper and threw it to our head boy, which our head boy caught out of total confusion. Poor head boy. He was in the hook. When the deputy principal reached his office, he was furious and out of words. Before the head boy lay a naked diva, and in his hands was a packet of contraceptives. The head boy stood there like a zombie. Because of the early noise made by the diva, students, particularly the divas, were outside the deputy's office with placards in one hand and tree branches in the other, shouting, "The head boy must go! The head boy must go!" We, the poor boy child, stood there wondering whether to join our fellow rapists or to side with our dear girlfriends. For first-hand evidence, the police were involved, and we witnessed as our head boy, Ferdinand, was arrested by the police. But before the car of the police could leave the vicinity of the school, we heard some ruckus at the gate. To our surprise, it was the gateman's wife. She came claiming that her husband had been sleeping with other women and students of our own school. She further claimed that his husband was reported by one of the school neighbors that he was spotted doing some Zambe with one of the girls behind the classrooms. The gateman opened his mouth trying to refute these claims, but he was met with 3 electrifying slaps, which left him only saying 3 words: "It is true." Our deputy principal, Mr. Bonuela, was extremely furious, and he ordered the immediate release of our head boy, and in his place, the school gateman. Finally, our head boy was free at last. The 3 divas were sent home on a 2-week suspension, and on their return, a heavy punishment and a 3-week behavioral change program administered by the guidance and counseling team. Ivan Kimathi. Ciao.